Hello and welcome to this week's NEAFL TV. I'm in Sydney at the 2014 inaugural NEAFL MVP night, where Aspley's Matthew Payne took out his first MVP medal. We'll have very special coverage here rolling throughout the night. Let's get into it in this edition of NEAFL TV. I'm here with Queensland Northern Territory NEAFL Operations Manager Craig Starchevich. Good to have you, Craig. I just want to ask you about your Queensland NEAFL MVP from Aspley, Matthew Payne. Amazing win from him. What did you make of his season?
Payne has just been really consistent all year, Sam. He's super around the stoppages. His numbers over the season have been phenomenal, both clearance-wise, tackle-wise, getting the ball himself. So he's a huge contributor. He's got a lot of help around him. Ryan Matthews, Austin Lucy and a couple of others have been really good help for him. And the two ruckmen that have been holding Aspley together this year too, in terms of Jed Turner and Michael Pettit, have both been really good as well. So they've got a really strong midfield group, but Payne is really, he's the Rolls Royce in there and really works hard and gets under people's guard. I mean, he finds the football, gets to good spots. People underestimate his work rate too, I think, but Matthew's just had a super year, and his voting, as we saw tonight, was phenomenal. At the back end of the year is regular 9s and 10s, so he's had a great year.
I'm here with Ainsley's Aaron Vandenberg, of course a star in the NEAFL representative side, made the team of the year tonight and second in the inaugural NEAFL MVP award. Aaron, amazing night for you. How do you feel?
Yeah, not too bad. Look, it was a little bit disappointing in the end to go down to Matty Payne, but I think after this season's events, he definitely deserved the award, and I think that was shown by the 30 or so votes he won by.
This weekend for you, a massive trip up to the top end, playing the NT Thunder in Darwin. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, look, we've got a sneaky little game plan we're going to look to try and bring out against NT, but look, you know, they've got some good people off the back flank, like little Benny Arioli, and they've got some pretty guns up forward, like, you know, Ewing and Dunn. So look, I think they're going to be a tough team to verse, but, you know, we'll try and lay out the best we can.
Any inside scoop on that game plan?
No, nothing so far. Just, you know, I'll leave it to the coach to decide. Yeah.
I'm here with 2014 NEAFL Coach of the Year from the NT Thunder, Xavier Clark. Xavier, very good to have you here. How'd you feel when your name got read out?
Yeah, I was, to be honest, a little bit surprised, you know, coming into the league, you know, I guess as a first-year coach, and you know, looking at the quality coaches that have been around for a while and the things that they've done over their, I guess, time in their competition. It's a little bit, I guess, dumbfounded by it, but in the same time, pretty honoured.
Well deserved as well. This week, NT Thunder up in Darwin, undefeated there all year, playing Ainsley. Finals campaign getting underway. Excited about this week?
Yeah, it is. Like we've earned our spot in the finals. It's been fantastic. Our boys are excited about the challenge that awaits for us. And you know, like Ainsley, we haven't played them this year. You know, they're a bit of an unknown. They're a great quality side, and you know what I've read and seen, I guess, over the season, you know, they're capable of producing anything on their day. So we'll prepare really well for them. We'll host them in Darwin this week, which we enjoy playing at home, obviously. But you know, it's going to be a tough game. There's no doubt about that.
As I said, undefeated in Darwin all year, third place finish on the table. Can NT Thunder do what they did in the first year of the NEAFL and go all the way this year? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I absolutely hope so. You know, we've, like I said, we've got ourselves in a position where we can do that. The boys missed out on finals last year, which, you know, some of them are pretty disappointed about, and wanted to come this year and have a crack at it. So they've done that, gotten ourselves in a position, hopefully, to 3 more weeks and get to the big dance, which will be nice.
Now to the weekend's NEAFL games, and we'll start on the Gold Coast with Southport taking on Sydney University in a battle for 7th spot. And it was the Sharks who got underway by far the better in this contest, kicking 6 unanswered goals in the opening quarter to take a 40 points lead into quarter time. The students, who were utterly shell-shocked in the wet conditions early, rebounded in the second term, kicking the only 2 goals through Jacob Derricks and Ryan Brabazon to get themselves back into the contest. With this game still well and truly up for grabs, enter young Sydney University livewire James Howard. He kicked the opening 2 majors of the 4th term to cut the margin to just 5 points. After a period of very tense back and forth, Tom Aiden kicked a major for the students at the 28-minute mark of the 4th term, and they were home. One of the biggest comebacks of the year. Sydney University sealing 7th spot, winning 10-5, 65 to 7-9, 51. On paper, the Giants headed into this game with much more to play for, considering top spot was on the line for them with a win, whereas Brisbane, their finals hopes are well and truly over. But it was the Lions who started this match by far the better, kicking the opening 2 goals.
He is on the angle, he's just got to keep this one low, he kicks truly, and another goal for the Brisbane Lions.
But as quickly as the Lions got in front, UWS responded. Liam Sumner and Dylan Addison got amongst the goals before the sides traded majors, and there was just 6 points in it at quarter time.
Liam Sumner, he's kicked the Giants first, a tremendous finish.
In an extremely entertaining contest, the seesawing nature of this game continued in the second term, with Andrew Phillips getting one for the Giants before Jordan Moose Lyle hit back for the Lions.
So Jordan Lyle around the corner. I'll tell you what, is this a goal? Don't tell me.
Curtly Hampton was brilliant all day for UWS. He finished with 27 disposals, and when he kicked his first goal, the Giants had skipped out to a 9-point lead, but Zachary O'Brien cut the margin again.
Before the break, he's kicked truly. Looks good, he likes it as well.
The third quarter of this game at Spotless Stadium was one of the most entertaining half hours of football of the entire NEAFL season. The Giants piled on 7 goals, but the Lions kicked 5 of their own. The frenetic pace of this game did not slow down one iota in the last quarter, with a Matthew Lundenberger goal slashing the margin to less than a straight kick, and the Lions had a sniff of one of the boilovers of the year. But just as quickly as the Lions were in the hunt, a Curtly Hampton goal and a late one to Sam Reid was enough for the Giants to seal the win and take out the minor premiership. An absolutely cracking contest here. UWS winning 17-11, 113 to the Lions. A very gallant performance, 14-14, 98. Any hopes fans had of witnessing a free-flowing contest were quashed when they turned up to Kashizi Park on Saturday afternoon to see a game of football played on a veritable lake. The Bombers entered this game as slight underdogs, but when Tom Salter kicked his side's third goal at the 20-minute mark, they'd skipped out to a very handy 17-point lead, and Redland took a 19-point lead into quarter time. It took Aspley until the 11-minute mark of the second term to kick their opening goal of the game, but they piled on 3 more after that. Redland kicked just 1 for the second term, and scores were tied at 28 apiece at the main break. After 5 goals in an entertaining second term, there was just the 1 major kicked in the entire third quarter, and it went the way of the Bombers, who took an 11-point lead into three-quarter time. Remarkably, that goal proved to be the only 6-pointer of the entire second half. There were 4 behinds kicked in the last term, and that was enough for the Bombers to hold on for an upset win. It was 5-10-40 to 4-7-31. Ainsley entered this match knowing they'd already got 6th spot well and truly sewn up, but they wanted to use this game to play themselves into some great form before week 1 of the finals, and that was well and truly apparent. They kicked 7 goals, 3-45 in the opening turn to Belconnen's 1-1-7 to take a big lead into quarter time. With gun midfielder Aaron Vandenberg finding plenty of the footy through the guts, he of course finished second in the NEAFL MVP award. The Tricolours piled on the pain in the second term and took a massive lead into half-time. Playing their last match in the NEAFL competition, pride was on the line for Belconnen, and they rallied in the third term, winning that quarter, kicking 2 goals to Ainsley's 1. With the likes of James Bennett, Chris Jansen and Jordan Harper slaving away gallantly all day for the Magpies, the visitors actually ended up winning the second half, a fitting farewell to the NEAFL for Belconnen, but their slow start proved costly. Ainsley winding up with what ended up being a big win, 16-12, 108 to 7-11-53. Both Queanbeyan and Eastlake entered this game with 3 wins for the season on 12 competition points, so this was effectively a battle for 12th and 13th position, and it was a tight clash all day, though the Tigers started better. With the likes of Josh Bryce, Jared Atkinson and Cade Klemke impressing for Queanbeyan, and Daniel Johnson and Andrew Swan getting the job done up forward, the Tigers took a 16-point lead into half-time. But the Demons, led by Brisbane Lions Academy product Dave Cummins, got themselves right back into the contest in the third term, kicking 4 goals to Queanbeyan's 2 to slash the margin to just 11 points at three-quarter time. But just as a comeback looked on the cards for the Demons, Queanbeyan stepped up a gear, kicking 6 goals to Eastlake's 2 in that final term to eventually record a 36-point win. Very good way for Queanbeyan to finish their year and lock away 12th position. It was 15-16, 106 to 11-4-70. On Sunday afternoon at Bruce Purser Reserve, the Swans and Eagles played out the final match in the regular season, with the Eagles playing their final game and the NEAFL having chose not to take up their licence for next year. The Swans needed a win to confirm a top 2 finish, but Sydney Hill's Eagles started really well, and this game was a tight contest. There was just 6 points in it at quarter time. While there was just pride on the line for the Hills Eagles, Michael Sankey's men were sparked into action in the second term. Led by McConnell, Reid, Risley and Dragicevic, they piled on 5 goals to 3 to turn that 6-point deficit into a 7-point half-time lead. But as the truly great teams do, the Swans found something extra in the third term. They lifted, led by veteran Ryan O'Keefe, who finished with 6 goals for the day. There was just 12 points in this game at three-quarter time, and the Eagles were close to pulling off an amazing swan song to the NEAFL competition, but ultimately the Swans had just a little bit too much run and a little bit too much class. The Eagles, they were very gallant, but they were overrun in the end. The Swans kicking 6 final term goals to 2 and winning and locking down second spot. They won 18-9, 117 to 12-11, 83.
That's all we've got time for from this edition of NEAFL TV. We've finished round 21 fixtures, a massive week coming up of finals football. During the week, check the website, check the app. I'm Sam Canavan. See you next time.